Hi everyone, it's Cindy. Listen, I just want to catch up with you about December 21st, 2012. I haven't been making videos because honestly, I have been going through some crazy shifts. And of course, that's been happening all year, but it just, I'll tell you, from December 3rd, when we had that alignment, that was just like an amazing shift. I felt so wow. It was magical. I loved it. But then as we started hitting that 12-12 for that portal opening, man, it started getting rocky. And I was like, okay, we're coming into home stretch here. Hold on. And it was so powerful. The energies that came through for that 12-12 were so powerful. And from 12-12 to 12-21, we were being hit with massive energy flows. And, to be honest, I can feel energy. I mean, I'm really good at sensing energy. And I just wish that people were as tapped in as I was, or I am, because I don't know. You know what? I can totally sense it and I can feel what's going on. And I get messages and I have a really good idea of things, but this stuff was so much bigger than I'm sure I was even comprehending. I mean, I do the best I can, but it was so huge. And you know what? We're still rolling in it now. It didn't end on 12-21. But anyway, I just want to mention a few things. So on 12, I think it was 12-18, boy, I felt a huge shift come in, huge. So I thought, oh my gosh, this is going to start mounting up for the 19th, or maybe it was the 19th. No, I think it was the 18th, the 19th and 20th, but it was pretty, I mean, it was still moving around, but I didn't get that big surge like I did on the 18th. But when the 21st rolled around, it's still, I could totally feel it. And through the 21st and the 22nd and the 23rd, and now it's like, it's still going, but, it's going in a different way. Energy's moving in a different way. So how do I explain it? Okay, it's like all of these energies are moving. And it's happening for all of us in different ways. And with the way it happens for us is the way it needs to happen for us. Okay, everybody needs different stuff. We all came here to walk our path, to live our lives, to reach our goals, to shed old stuff, whatever we came here to do. So the energies are all affecting us in different ways. But I will tell you that because it's so much energetic movement, it is affecting us. Now, people said, oh, but nothing happened on the 21st. I mean, some things that I've heard, I really saw the separation in the different classifications of light workers. To be honest, it was very interesting to see how that all fell out, and the attitudes of people, which I really won't go into, but it was very interesting. But we're all still being very affected. Like when somebody asks me how I'm doing, I really honestly don't know. I don't know how to answer that question because you know what? I was explaining it like this to my friend. I don't know. I don't even know where I am. I mean, I feel like I'm here. I feel like I'm not. I feel like I'm there. I mean, I feel like I don't know really where I am. I mean, I know where I am physically, but energetically, I just feel weird. I don't know where I am energetically. I don't really even know how I feel. Sometimes, like a few days ago, I was so sad. I mean, I was like crying and sad and really didn't have a big reason. I didn't even know really why I was so sad. So when that happens to you, it's usually that there's some deep sadness in you for whatever reason. And if it doesn't come to your mind, then it's probably old sadness that's just still lodged in your body that needs to come out. And let me tell you, because the energy is moving so much, what's happening is it starts releasing pockets of energy that are inside of our space. And so sometimes things might just surface that you're surprised of. Like I didn't know why I needed to get so sad. I was so sad for like 2 days. And then it was so weird because the second day I started being pessimistic, and I know my cycles. I know it's really weird. I know that if I'm upset or mad or whatever, and then I become pessimistic, I am kind of happy when I hit that point, because I know that probably very shortly, like the next day, I'll have a shift and I'll be happy again. So that was what was happening. I was really super sad, and then I started getting pessimistic, and I said, well, that's good, because that means a shift is around the corner. And then the next day, which was yesterday, everything seemed so funny to me. I mean, I was on Facebook laughing at everything, and even things that really were not funny. And I know myself when I get in that mood, and then I get kind of prankster-ish and just, I don't know. But I was cracking up at everything. And really, I don't like to get like that when everything is so hilarious, even though it's good to laugh. But when it's over, it's like overly too much. Anything that's over one way or another really isn't in balance. So I don't really like feeling that way. And usually when I am like that, it means the next day I'm going to crash, and I'm going to be not in a good mood. Things are not going to be good. But when I was like that yesterday, I said, okay, I'm not going to crash tomorrow, because I just came out of this sadness. So I'm not going there, okay? And so today, I woke up and I set the intention of how my day was going to be. And no, I didn't crash or anything. So that's good. So anyway, the energies will do funny things like that to you. Sometimes it'll just make you really sad. Sometimes it'll make you laugh. Sometimes you just don't. You just feel blah. You don't know what you're feeling. Okay, and that's been typical for me lately. I just don't even know. I can't put a label on it. Another thing that I've, been experiencing and hearing about is with these energy shifts, a lot of people are feeling neck aches and back aches or body aches where you normally don't have them, or some people are getting sick, and it's like usually immune system stuff. Some people are getting headaches. These are, or really tired, like super tired, or super tired and can't sleep. These are all common symptoms right now of what the energy shifts are doing to you. So if these are things that are happening to you, this is the energy. This is how you know the energy is shifting, because this is what the energy is doing to you. Now, why is the energy doing that to you? Why would the energy do that to you? Because I'll tell you one thing. On 12/21, we took a huge shift in our energy upwards. We had an ascension, and everybody lifted to another level that was for them. So everybody had their own personal sort of shift, depending on how much time you really put to your spirituality, how much time you put to meditating and clearing your energy and stuff like that. And even people who aren't aware of this stuff, they also had to have a shift, because they're just part of the system here. But how much, again, that just goes for, it depends on the person. But the thing is, we all did shift, and we all shifted lighter. So that's what ascension is. Ascension is getting lighter and lighter and closer to source, which source is God, divine, universe, light, whatever you want to name it. So as we get lighter, our bodies are very dense, okay? They're dense. You can feel they're solid. When you ascend, you're getting lighter. And depending on your body and how it can acclimate to that lightness will dictate how you're going to feel, like those aches and pains. Your eating habits might have gotten a little funky lately. And that a lot of times, like say say that, you're just eating more now. It could be that you are feeling that higher vibration, and oftentimes when your vibration starts raising, unconsciously, you'll start eating more, because what it's doing is helping you to ground your energy lower. Because if you can lower your vibration, you're more used to that vibration than you are this higher vibration. So if you can lower your vibration by eating, then you feel more comfortable. You feel more at home. You're in your comfort zone instead of riding that wave up. Whereas a lot of people that are into raising their vibration, and they do want to ascend as high as they can during these periods of time when we are being given these amazing energies to ascend, people that want to take it as high as possible, they'll eat lighter, they'll fast, ultimately would be the best thing, but they'll eat lighter, like they'll just have juices or fruits and vegetables, and they won't eat cooked or processed foods, because the lighter you eat, the more your body can handle that higher vibration, because it's not so weighed down. And so on the other hand, if you're going back and forth between eating bad stuff, eating good stuff, eating bad stuff, eating good stuff, you're going to vary your vibration up and down and up and down, and that's going to be really uncomfortable. So I'd say either eat crap all the time, which I really don't recommend, or eat good all the time, because you want to try to keep your energy as consistent as possible to feel the most comfort as possible. So anyway, okay, yes, you will have those aches and pains, and you'll have these releases, this sadness, this anger sometimes, or not wanting to be around people, or whatever it is. It's all effects of the energy. Now, I expect this wave to continue on into 2013. I don't know when it'll end. You know what? They keep showing me like April 2013. Now, it never really ends, but it's been so intense. I don't know if this is going to be like this for the rest of our lives or not. But all they show me for now is up to April 2013. So you just have to really get used to just riding these sort of waves. Now, I want to address... Okay, wait, let me finish this first. Now, with the shift of 1221, the other thing that was very, very prevalent are the people who are really doing light work at higher levels. I would call them more with the name of way showers, like they're kind of leading the packs. I feel like there was a big separation between those people and most people, and I'm not saying they're better than other people. It's nothing to do with that. I'm just trying to explain what I was, the information I was getting. But it was like we were filtered out of the main consciousness that we were all inclusive of prior to 1221. So to me, this is awesome in this way, that before it felt like we were all very scattered and we really didn't know each other or interact with each other, even if we did kind of know we were out there. But now I feel like we have kind of moved into a vibration together, and that we're sharing this higher light grid. And even though we're still interacting with the main mass consciousness, we are out of it. Really, we are out of it energetically, and we do dip back and forth into it, and I don't feel like we go into it. I feel like we can still interact with it from where we're at, and I'll tell you what that means further. But it's like we got filtered out of it, and we're holding a different light grid. So even if we still don't talk to each other, or we're not in contact, I really feel that we are really bonded and connected much, much more closely. I really feel that. It's really awesome. So I know that we're going to continue this forward motion, and our job is really huge. And now that we can be in this clearer grid, and it'll be much easier for us to do our work without having so much adversity or negativity or lower energy pulling at us. So that's like really cool. And I could go into that, but I'm not going to. And everybody's going to continue to keep ascending. The other thing is, for those people who really, like me, once this shift happened, I really truly felt, you know what, I can't really even buy into drama anymore. I cannot play the game of the dark side. Okay, and this video would be way too long if I keep going on that subject. So hopefully if you're watching this and you get it, you get it. And if you don't, you don't. But there's a lot of things happening in our world that the dark side has set up to distract people from forward movement in their lives. And I will say one of them was that incident in Connecticut. And I have my opinions on it, which I'm not going to go into. But I will say that it's things like that. And it's things like different kinds of mistreatment of animals and things like that, that the dark side throws in there to get you focused on it and off of your path, okay? And the only way that you are going to eliminate those kinds of things from happening is to stop putting your attention to it. Now, some people will say, well, how would you feel if that was your child that was killed? Okay, obviously, if I was in that scenario, there's something that I'm learning and growing from there. I'm not, okay? And I'm not saying like belittle it and it's like nothing, but I am also saying that anything that is not love is an illusion. And I know dang well that if the dark side can do that kind of stuff and get everybody sad and depressed and angry, and then, fighting among each other, and then, hey, let's create a police state so we can be safe. I mean, hello, do you really want to make the U.S. into a police state? Think about the choices you people are making seriously, okay? That has nothing to do with freedom. And that is dark side. Okay, that is not light. So the only way to eliminate those things from happening is to eliminate it from your mind. So by saying, I'm not going to look at those things, you know what, when I see that stuff, I sit there for a minute and I send God to it. I send God to it. I send love. That's God energy. Now, why do I send God? Because you know what? God can do a lot more for that situation than I could ever begin to do for that situation. So by sending God, I am doing the best thing that I could ever do. And that is what everybody needs to do. When you're seeing situations that are heartbreaking or bringing you down, you need to stop it and send God. And if you send God and then you still are, whatever, that means you don't trust God's ability to take care of it. I trust God's ability to take care of everything way better than I could. So I trust God, and I'm going to trust God and trust myself to be on my path and not be distracted by that stuff. Because the more you can just send God and let God handle it and continue on your way, you will see less of that stuff happening in your experience. And the only way that we are going to eliminate it completely is when people do this. If you keep buying into that crap, you're going to keep seeing it. So if you keep seeing it, don't complain about it, because you're creating it by staying in it. Send God and be done with it. Those are God's children. Those are God's animals. This is God's earth. That's God's dark side. Let God take care of it and get out of it and stop adding energy to create more. You are not helping anything. You're not helping the world. You're not helping yourself. So with 1221, I decided God was handling all of that stuff. And you know what? That is the best choice, I will say, that anyone can make. And I will say that in truth for anyone. And I have decided to only focus on love. I'm very careful what I'm posting on Facebook anymore. I don't put any posts that say, like, let's describe it when it was crap and now let's describe it when it's positive, because if there's any bit of crap in there, you're still looking at crap. Okay? I only focus on positive messages with positive words. Okay? And that's what I'm holding. That's the energy and space I'm holding for myself and my Facebook friends and the people in my life. Because those are the experiences that I want to create. I have let go of the illusion of everything, every illusion from 2012 back. I'm done with it. I am focused on creating an amazing new world where people are heart-based, live from their heart base, and connecting to their soul authenticity. And that's my truth. And I'm having a webinar starting. I wanted to announce this right in the beginning and I forgot. I have a webinar starting January 7th. It's the first and third Mondays of every month for 2 hours in the evening, and we're recording it. And I would beg you, ask you to consider joining us. I will be teaching you how to really connect with your soul authenticity, to know that you're connected, to nurture that connection, to strengthen that connection. And when you start really knowing what it feels like to actually touch and feel your soul, and then live from that space every day, your whole life will change. And you know what? Let me ask you something. What is your life worth? What really is your life worth? I'll tell you, it's $97 a month. Unless you sign up for more months, you get a discount. It's very inexpensive, especially when you think about that gift you're going to get for yourself and how you will learn to live from your soul and your heart every day, every moment. And you know what? When you're in that space, you're centered in your truth. And you know when you're centered in your truth, you are powerful beyond. You are going to manifest beyond. You are going to love beyond. Your life is going to take a whole new meaning, a whole new level. So what is your life worth to you? I'm going to ask you, leave the crap in the past. Do not take it with you into 2013. And this is a pact that the people that are in this grid that I've joined through the 21st that I spoke about, we're all really on board with this. It's so interesting because we haven't even talked to each other. Well, some of us have, but I watch other people's videos and they're all at the same place. They're like, nope, not doing that anymore. That's an illusion. That is crazy. The only way it's going to stop is to stop it. And how do you stop it? It all starts with each person stopping it. Okay? So they're all in the same mindset. They're not going there. And it's going to be amazing because now we're all located in this higher light grid. And it's going to be easy for us to stay in that. It's not going to be hard for us because we are done with those old patterns. It's done. It's done is done. And it's staying that way. So we'll continue to keep going really fast. And I'm hoping that some of you will join us because, man, you'll have a much better ride hanging with us than you will hanging with the dark side. You have a choice. Hang with the light or hang with the dark. And if you like the drama and you like the sadness and you like the pain, then go hang with the dark. But I'll tell you one thing, when you are anchored in pure heart, there's no pain. When you are in pure love, there is no pain. There is no pain in love. In real heart, soul-centered love, there is no pain. So if you're feeling pain, it's a good indicator you're not in that heart space. And I hope you'll think about joining us for that webinar. Go to my website, cindyeiler.com. It's under events. And you can start at any time. If you don't start in January, you can start, if you don't see this video till February, you could start then. But jump on the bandwagon, because what is your life worth? Okay, so I just wanted to talk a little bit about 1221. There's a lot more, but that's all I'm going to talk about now because I don't want the video too long. Anyway, if you guys have questions, post it below. Subscribe to my channel, please. Share my videos with your friends on your Facebook. Comment. Go to my website, cindyeiler.com, and subscribe to my newsletters, and friend me on Facebook. And I'll talk to you guys all later. See you later.